So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Everyone, my name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. After all the hype of Mayweather Pacquiao is over...
Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, Rayson, I know you don't want to criticise me.
After all the hype is over, let's get back to some real boxing.
Ooh, a bit cheeky. It was a real fight. What do you mean? What do you mean by real boxing? I want to clarify that statement on live on camera. What do you mean?
Clarify that statement.
Yes, real boxing.
A fight where we get a fight.
Oh, can't predict the future.
Right,
you can't predict the future.
Here we go. We got GGG fighting Willie Monroe Jr. GGG's now made a name for himself as the man at 160.
Yep. Willie
Monroe, to me, is a prospect who's untested. But I give him credit for stepping up. Because a lot of guys out there don't want to do it. Are they?
I give him credit for stepping up, but for him it's a no-lose situation. He can't lose in this fight unless he gets spanked in the first round, which is possible. Look, I don't want to talk about stay busy fights or gimme fights, because I think me and Ryan in the last couple of weeks have realised Badu Jack, Vladimir Klitschko, boxing's boxing, anything can happen. And we kind of got those predictions a bit wrong. Vladimir still won, but we kind of thought that would be a shutout, and we thought Andrei will smack Badu Jack. So anything can happen in boxing. It won't, however, happen in this fight. Let me just take that right back down. It won't happen in this fight. This guy is he's just too good at the moment. He's just so hot. And what I like about him, yes, we want to see him with a marquee name, but if he can't get a marquee name, he's not staying on the shelf. He said, okay, let me have a fight. And that's what I like about him. He's not waiting for these big marquee names. He just wants to stay busy. And you know what? Congratulations to him. Okay, yes, congratulations to GGG for staying busy, but congratulations to Willie Monroe as well. Let's be honest, the way everyone says GG ain't fighting no one, but every guy gets a guy in the top 10 or gets a guy who's had a title or something, he beats them up. This is not a guy that a prospect should be calling for. Well, what did he call for him?
Huh?
Is this a mandatory? What is it? A voluntary?
It's voluntary. It's a voluntary. They negotiated and said, yeah, I'll fight him.
Strange voluntary.
And then at the same time as well, you got other fighters that say GG ain't fought with an elite person. Those guys got to sign the contract as well. You got a guy who's a non-elite person saying, yeah, I'll fight. So you have to give Monroe credit and say, guess what? At least he's put his name out and say, look, I want to be in the mix. If I want to be a midweight and go for a title, I have to fight these type of guys. I believe I've got the ability, I believe I've got the talent, I believe I've got the skill, I'm going to go for it. So regardless if it's a long fight or a close fight or a points fight, you have to say, guess what? Credit to both men.
Yeah, but there's also, and when this fight was mentioned, come on, let's not forget, I think we done This Week in Boxing, and we said, why kill a prospect? And we didn't mean it that harshly, so you know, I want to kind of take a couple of steps back. When you fight GGG, yes, you know, and Carl Froch has mentioned as well, there's a chance your career could be ended. I'm not talking about in terms of brain bleeds. I'm just talking about psychologically. You could get a beating on you that could finish you. So I understand what you're saying about, you know, props that you're taking the fight. This is a guy that's only had 18 fights. They've got to look at him and think, on his record, the only name on there that stands out was Vera, and that was a wide decision, but still it was a close fight. He just won every round. I would have liked to have seen a couple of names in between that before you take on GGG. I think, yes, I give you props. Look, it's not a money fight. It's not a money fight. It's not like you're making millions to step in the ring with him. I think it's a bit risky when you try and step up that far in the league. And let's be honest, GGG is pound for pound right now, and you're taking a jump. Yes, you are taking a jump,
but you've got to look at it from another perspective as well. Yes, it's not a money fight. That means you want the fight. No, trust you know that you get a huge payday. You could believe you've got something to do in the ring. Listen, boxing's a tough sport. You're gonna get hit. Yes, you said that people know that you fight GG, it's a huge risk. Guess what? The guy's gonna knock you out. But he's saying, guess what? He said, I've seen the interview. He said, he's gonna match my ring IQ with his ring IQ. We're gonna see what he got. I could box, he could box. I'm not gonna be around to take these big shots. Defense is a great thing in boxing. And if he feels he's got it and he's got something to show in it, let him show it. I'm not taking anything away from GGG, what I think GGG's gonna do in this fight. I'm gonna say, you've got to look at it and say, guess what? You fight the fight to make money, to make a living. He sees this fight, this is my step up to do what I want to do.
He's like,
so give people should give him, even if he loses, give him a round of applause. Say, yeah, I'm doing this. This is what I do. This is my job. This is my living.
Look, I get the idea of stepping up, but sometimes promoters and managers have got to look and think
and protect your fighter.
Protect your fighter a bit. Look, you're right. It's a chance for him to showcase his skills. I just hope he gets the rounds in to showcase those skills. Because if he doesn't and he gets bombed out in 1 or 2, you go backwards big time.
Fighters have been saying that GG can be hit. He does get hit.
I think because he wants to. I genuinely believe this, and we've said this before. When he says this thing, I'll give people exciting fights and special. I genuinely believe he just thinks, let me just have a muck about you.
And like, sometimes you see interviews with lots of Carl Froch, with lots of Andre Ward. They understand he could punch, but they see him as just a puncher. They don't see him as a boxer. We're looking there and think, guess what, this guy's got good balance, he's patient, he picks his shots well, he's relaxed. We look at his attributes, but other boxers or other elite boxers don't seem to see that in GGG. They see him more as a one-dimensional puncher. The
ones that are saying we don't want to fight him because he's not pay-per-view.
No, okay. No, the point I'm making is that from a boxer's perspective, Willie Monroe thinks he's slick, thinks he's got skills, thinks he's got the IQ to match. He's been in there in hard sparring matches. He's been in a few matches to test his skill. That he feels, guess what? These guys, I see what these guys are seeing. So I'm just saying, this had no effect on my opinion of the fight. I'm just saying you got to look at what the fighter is seeing himself and what he brings to the table. Like we talked the other day about what you bring in your tool bag. Monroe saying, I've got stuff in this tool bag that's going to cause this guy's problem. I'm not going to stand and trade with him. I'm not going to be there for him to hit. I'm going to be moving. I'm going to use my jab. I'm going to be sticking and moving. I'm going to be making sure he works. I'm not going to work.
All I'm seeing from Monroe is exactly the same speech I saw from Curtis Stevens and Gabriel Rosado. And I'm just hoping that he offers a bit more than they did. Both of them, to be fair, gave GG decent fights for a fair few rounds. And both of them, since those fights they both had, have gone so far backwards, they're doing BKB. I'm not trying to say that Willie Monroe's going to go and do BKB, but I'm trying to say, let's hope he does a bit better.
Also, in my opinion, especially Stevens, I thought he lasted as long as I expected as well. I didn't think he'd go way past 5 rounds. And he went till 8. So whatever.
Now let's talk about GGG very quickly in terms of the criticism he's got. We were here in your house, and I'm not going to mention his name on camera, but one of your friends said GGG's fought nobody. And I was like, both our eyes popped out of our head. He still gets that, doesn't he?
He gets it all the time. This is what I'm trying to say, is that general boxing fans, even I said some boxers, don't give GG credit. We give him credit, and we're fans of GG, we give him credit. But some people don't give him credit, and this is what I'm trying to say, is that when you don't get the credit you're getting, when people see it, or say you've got faults, and people start saying, look, he does this wrong, he does that wrong, that wrong, Monroe could be one of those guys. Think this one, this is just all hype. He's not no boogeyman, he's not no killer, he's just a one-dimensional puncher, and I'm gonna box his head off.
Definitely
but that's what were they saying on Saturday night?
That's not boxers.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say though. Loads of people, not just us, not just friends of ours, not people on forums. It's everywhere. You either like GG or you hate him. You either think
no. I've not seen that.
No, I've not seen that. You either think he's really talented or he's fought no one.
Who?
What, you ain't seen them, what they say on the message boards?
I've not seen it.
You need to go on the message boards. They don't give him credit.
The hardest thing for GG is that this is a guy that simply does call out people, and what upsets me about the people that he calls out when they do this thing that they're not pay-per-view. I really hate that term because Floyd Mayweather says it, and I don't remember Victor Ortiz being a pay-per-view fighter or Guerrero being a pay-per-view fighter. Froch says it. I don't remember George Groves to be fair being a pay-per-view fighter. So why are they scared to take the step up? Did you see Carl Froch thing where I tweeted it as well, where he said something like, "It was the fight GGG. I'll take what he has. I'll put him to the ropes and bash him up."
Nah.
Did you see that? It's an IFL interview they done. So it's recent. It's when he was at Las Vegas. He said that they'll bash him up. What do you think? What do you think? Would have Froch 5 years ago done that?
I love Froch.
Would have Froch 5 years ago done that?
No.
5 years ago.
5 years ago was just after the Jermaine Taylor fight.
What about the Butte Froch? Could the Butte Froch have done that? You know, Froch also said that. Look, you guys talk about him. Froch says, as a boxer, he's a small middleweight. He said he's not even a big middle. So Froch looks at him like a small guy. Froch said, I've seen him. And Froch said, look, Murray went 10 rounds with him. No disrespect to Murray, he wasn't being very helpful. He said, no disrespect to Murray, Murray can go 10 rounds. I'm Carl Froch. So, you never know.
I think if those two fought, regardless if it was now, if it was 5 years ago or whenever, it would be a good competitive fight.
Right now, Mr. Ray, son, would that Froch beat GGG?
Walk through GGG and knock him out and stop him and beat him up in 5 rounds?
No, not 5 rounds, no rounds. Just bash him up. Take what he's got, walk through it and bash him up. Remember that time we didn't think Froch could be hurt. Remember, around the Butte time we didn't think Froch could be hurt.
He wouldn't bash him up. You think GG's going to sit there and just take a beating
and slide away
and not throw something back?
He moved away from the video.
Anyway, let's go for predictions in this fight. As always, I'm going for GGG. As much as I give Monroe credit, like I said, I think it's
you just took Monroe up for 10 minutes there.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just saying you got to be fair to the guy.
Fair to the sport.
Again, he's getting a lot of slack as well. Know what I mean?
Fair to the sport.
Yeah, because
he shouldn't be getting no slack. Apart from
no slack at all.
His manager should be looking, but he shouldn't be getting no slack.
Yeah, no slack. And I'm trying to be fair to the sport. Look what someone brings to the table and see what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm going with GGG. Like I always say, I say this in every GGG video. His power is real.
Yeah.
And I think that's the defining factor in the fight. Where yes, you might think you could box with him, you might think you could outmaneuver him, you might do that for 8 or 9 rounds.
No chance.
But if once he catches you and touches you, you know you've been hurt. Again, look at his last fight with Murray. Murray's, again, everyone knows how tough Murray is.
Murray's one of the biggest middleweights there is.
Yeah, and Murray's tough as hell.
Tough as hell.
And same thing. Once he got touched, he knew. Yeah. He even said it. Once he hit me, I knew that I need to do something different. Because it doesn't work. I think Monroe will hold his own well and account himself well. But I think by mid rounds it'll be over.
Okay. I'm going for GGG. Surprise. Look, if GGG is put the pedal to the metal, and what I mean by that, if GGG is training the way he should be training as though he's fighting a marquee name, this fight ain't going 3 or 4 rounds. I genuinely believe that if he steps it up, I think the first 2 or 3 rounds, watching Monroe, I've watched the tapes of him recently, he is quite a slick boxer, he doesn't move. So he might cause problems to GGG that he's not really seen. Murray was, I hate saying flat foot, but Murray's not your slick kind of American style fighter. Yeah. So he hasn't really fought anyone like this since probably Rosado. And Rosado stayed in there for a few rounds as well. So Monroe might hang about. But like Ryan says, even if a jab lands, that power isn't a joke. And Monroe wouldn't have seen power like this. In fact, no boxer really has seen power like this until they step up to GGG. Yeah. So it's
what did GGG go after this?
When we're talking May, so we're talking a fight. GG likes to stay busy, so we're probably talking a fight in September. Yeah. If it's an easy fight, August. So what does he go?
It's a tough one for GG.
It makes me feel sick, you know. Tough. I ain't gonna lie, no one's stepping up. No. After that Andy Lee thingy fight, Peter Quinn fight, I was expecting one of those guys, especially because Lee was in Monte Carlo for that fight. So I was expecting one of them to say, you know what, I'm stepping up.
Really, it should be the likes of Canelo, Quillin, Cotto. Not gonna happen.
Cotto's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Canelo should happen, you know.
I don't think so.
I think Canelo will fight anybody.
I think Canelo's going to go for Cotto.
Yeah, I think Cotto goes for Canelo as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Then they're going to avoid GGG.
Lara stepping up to 160, slick box. Lara could be an interesting fight for GGG. Yeah, that's a very slick boxer.
Yeah, but it'd be a tough sit as well after the Canelo fight.
So is Monroe though, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough one, isn't it?
And then
does he just say, you know what? F this, I'm going 168.
If he goes, I don't think he needs to go 168. But if he does go 168, again, I don't see who's actually going to go and say it'll make it actually a challenge.
So someone like Andy Durrell, I think, will step up to fight him. I think someone like that will step up and think, I'm a slip boxer, I'm bigger than you.
Andy Durrell coming off a loss.
He'll step up though. He'll step up.
I don't know.
I think he's got more opportunities at 168 with the likes of the girl and all that than George Groves than 160.
I think he has more opportunities at being 168. I will fight anyone at 168. Got 2 divisions to choose from. Once you go up and lose those titles, no one at 160 is going to fight to give you another title.
Considering this is a voluntary, are you surprised or not surprised that maybe he didn't take the risk and maybe fight someone catch weight somewhere? I don't know.
I think that is an option, but you've got to sign a contract. Let's be honest. Abel Sanchez says that look, these guys get offers contracts and they don't sign them.
Is he the most feared man in boxing right now, or is it Kovalev? Who's the most feared man in boxing right now?
I'll go GGG
over Rigondo.
I'll go Rigo and GGG are about this equal in terms of fairness. Kovalev is a close third.
Kovalev is literally seek and destroy.
He
goes to. I genuinely think. GG, I don't genuinely believe wants to hurt you. I think he wants to shake hand. Kovalev literally, I think aims to hurt you.
I'm still. You guys know I'm a Hopkins fan, but I don't know how he's waiting for 12 rounds.
And I still don't know what Pascal. Oh, it's horrible to think about. Anyway, there you go, guys. He's back, as Ryan said. Mayweather Pacquiao. What? Mayweather Pacquiao. We've got the man that gives us excitement guaranteed, isn't it? Excitement guaranteed with GGG. Yeah, you're not going to get a dull fight, especially if someone tries to engage. If they try to box, well, he puts on an amateur record and says, "Let's box." But there you go, guys. GGG, Willie Monroe Jr. I think May 16th it goes down. What happens to GGG next? We're kind of saying 154, 160, 168. No names. No one wants to sign the paper. Nobody wants to sign the paper. And their excuse is, he's not a pay-per-view fighter. He's not a pay-per-view fighter. That's all the excuses. Like they were born pay-per-view fighters. I think these guys all think that they were born.
Andre was a pay-per-view fighter.
Oh my god, he makes me feel. There you go, guys. So who wins? We've gone GGG, obviously. Who are you gonna go for? Is anyone going for Willie Monroe? If so, leave your comments below and tell us why you think this could be the biggest upset since, I don't know.
The biggest upset since Mayweather Pacquiao.
Since Tyson Douglas. Stop. Let's don't listen to it.
Peace.